buyers are starting to experiment with alternatives to the third-party cookie. And so we kind of think about that or call that broadly like alternative IDs, new IDs. The types of IDs that have been most successful are all kind of like first-party data. So it's hashed emails, authenticated users, and those have kind of like quickly come to the top and like, all right, let me start testing with that. Additionally, there are a set of IDs that are helpful for advertisers to scale up their addressability beyond just the subset of internet users that log in with their email, and so that can come in the form of segments. So create segments based off of standard segments that can get passed across many URLs. Use of first-party cookies in the publisher's environment, syncing up offline to clean rooms. A lot of other ways to make use of first-party data at a bit more scale, but maybe not necessarily across sites. And then lastly, there is kind of probabilistic or modeled IDs out there. So, I think this is kind of a new area for the industry as a whole, and there's a lot to play out there. So that's kind of maybe a broad overview of what's being tested. And so what that means for a publisher is there are dollars to be made today based off of this experimentation. One, a lot of these IDs have baked in demand. So buyers themselves are creating their own IDs. You've seen Trade Desk release Unified ID. You've seen Critteo's ID. There is PubCommon ID, which is like largely led by percent, et cetera. So a lot of these IDs come with some baked in demand, and that's in addition to all of the experimentation that's happening at the advertiser and agency level across the set of IDs I just mentioned. So what this means is a lot of complexity for publishers. And so a publisher's like, great, you're testing, that means potential for more revenue.
Right.
How do I play ball? Okay. So that's kind of a specific problem, one of the specific problems that PubMatic itself has chose to lead the way with.